How did you spend New Year's Eve this year? Was it with friends at a low-key party, or was it at a busy nightclub? Perhaps you were in Times Square in New York City and watched the ball drop. I can almost guarantee you that 3D printing business course expert Ian Finn's last New Year's Eve was spent much differently than yours. You see, Ian Finn of Finnovation PD spent New Year's Eve in an old industrial building, rang in the new year in a quiet, low-key way. He enjoyed a handcrafted beer with his friend. Ian Finn had recently expanded his business and printing ability by buying a high-end, industrial-grade 3D printer using mostly investor money. The banks wouldn't write him a loan, so he went around the banks. He rented some space in an old industrial building, and on New Year's Eve, he had just completed moving that new industrial-grade 3D printer into the building and was trying his best to get it up and running. By the time the ball dropped to New York City, Ian had just finished moving that printer in with a friend. They cracked open a beer and celebrated. Do you have what it takes to take up 3D printing? Starting a 3D printing business is not for everyone, and the 3D printing business course is also not for everyone. It's an expensive course, and it takes guts and passion to implement. So does starting your own 3D printing business. Sometimes it means lonely nights and having no one but yourself to blame when things go wrong. But when things go right, you can have a sense of achievement that few in this world have. You will know that you started a successful 3D printing business. If you are ready to step away from what everyone else is doing, working that 9 to 5 and watching Netflix every night, and want to commit yourself to starting a 3D printing business, then my panel of 3D printing experts have some great advice for you. And the interviews with those 3D printing experts can only be found at 3dprintingbusinesscourse.com. Now, for a limited time, I'm giving away a free ebook that I normally sell on Amazon. It's called How to Start Your 3D Printing Business. It has a real flavor of the outstanding interviews featuring 3D printing business experts Ian Finn, Jesse DePinto, Todd Blatt, and Victor Martin. This book has some great hardcore info on exactly how to start your own 3D printing business, and you could get a free copy of this ebook, which I normally sell on Amazon, by going to 3dprintingbusinesscourse.com.